Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Gillette and we have a load of guardrails, 22,050 pounds. What we are driving today is the Mack B62, and we also have Sergei Selonik trailer. It's the Fruehauf. You get a couple different styles of trailer in this. And running on both of these, we have the Campbell 66 Express skins, both truck and trailer, done by Richard Brown. He's got a lot of different skins here in this on this trailer, and they were meant to go with the skins on the truck. So that's really cool, since he did both at the same time when this was released, probably about 2-3 months ago. I want to say maybe 3 months ago. And so yeah, we need to get from Gillette. We need to get from Gillette down to Chadron to the Sherwood Construction down there to deliver these guardrails. And let's go ahead and get in, and I'll talk to you about what sort of engine and transmission we've gotten here. Alright, so as you can see from the camera bottom right, we got twin sticks going on. Always like to drive this one with the twin stick system. This is going to be a Mack TRT 72. It is a 15-speed triplex. So it's basically a two-stick system, and rather than a Spicer having your main shifting gears close to you and your auxiliary farther away from you, the Mack does it in the opposite. So we've got our auxiliary closer to us. So it's a 5.3 15 speed. So here's our, I guess it would be our under, our direct, and our over, or if you want to call it low, mid, high, anything like that. And then we've got our 5-speed in our main, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. It's not U-shaped pattern where we end up with fifth at the top. Fifth is down there at the bottom. And as far as I could see, that was the most accurate based on some YouTube videos that I've been seeing. So that's what we are going to do today. Let's go ahead and get her fired up. Get the brake on. There we go. And the engine today, it's a 375 horsepower 1978 Mack DDT 886. This is an engine from Steele Productions. And the 15-speed triplex is something that I put together myself. It has an initial gear of 8.86, final gear of 0.85, and it has a 3 differential on it. We got the GPS rockin' old school over there on the glove box. So kind of just pan around to see what kind of options you got. You can change the seats, you can change the ceiling, you can change the dash itself, the molding around the gauges. You can change the bezels. You can put in all kinds of gauges. You see down below, those 3 right there in the center. Got more buttons and stuff up top that you can take those out if you want, and you can even change the bezels on those as well. Lots of options in this guy. So let's go ahead and get ourselves down to Chadron with this load. Okay, we'll get the windows down. Parking brake is released, 4 ways on. And I'm going to keep this up top so you can see what gear I'm in, starting with 1 low. Again, our auxiliary is closer to us. So we pull out of here. Nice looking truck and trailer. Haven't driven this one in a minute, but it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. Let's get to the other side so we can see where we're going here. Starting off here at the Metal West. Oh, we need to get some wipers going on. Might need stage 2. There we go. I am actually operating my wipers with the keyboard right now because I had a little bit of a box failure with this one bottom left underneath my steering wheel, and I've got to go through and redo that button. I have the wipers on a rotary encoder right now, and it's not doing so hot. Not doing so hot at all. So I've got windows. I got one window operating, and I got the wipers I have to operate by the keyboard until I can figure out what's going on. I also messed up when I initially cut the box. I was using the wrong type of saw, and I just obliterated it. So I've got to redo that. Not that you would know because it's all hidden underneath the steering wheel and everything. There we go. Get the four-ways off. Let's see if we can get over when we can. I think we gotta be over in that lane anyway. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Way less braking afforded to us. And of course, I already mixed it up. I was trying to correct by downshifting, but I was downshifting the auxiliary because I'm still used to having the auxiliary over here on the right. It is close to me. And in big braking situations like that, of course, you want to be able to just move your main for the most part if you're looking for the most stopping power. Kind of frustrating. I don't know if this is like this in real life, but not much coverage of the actual blades. It's getting everything up top, but everything down in the bottom of the windshield close to the hood is where I really need to be seeing stuff, and the blades don't even hit that. Anyone can comment if they know a little bit more about this B61 or B62 to tell me, is that realistic? Not complaining or anything, but it really does add to the realism quite a bit. But I like this little truck. I like it. And even though this 15-speed, even though it only is an initial drive 886 and 3 differential, it hops around. It gets off the line real well, which is something I wouldn't have expected with such a low number on that initial drive. What's going on? We have some sort of engine failure? What's going on? Or, oh, you know what? I think it's our... Yep, we are low on air. Is it going to allow us to keep driving so we can build it up? Yep, we just hit the 60 mark. There we go. That's jumping up pretty quick. Maybe a little bit too quick. You know what? I'm not stopping for this. You're going to have to give me the ticket. No ticket. No ticket. Wow. There you go. Sometimes you just don't know. We are going to be turning right up here. It's a little bit smaller than the you can put GPS in like 3 different places in this truck, and the one that mounts to the dash, it's actually very big, very easy to see, but it is in the way. It blocks out a lot of visibility, so I've got the smaller one, and I kind of like rocking that old school one anyway. Not that they would have a GPS back then, but I am kind of skipping around in the gears. We are pretty light with only 22,000 pounds. For the most part, when I see people shifting these things, even empty, I see people going through all of the auxiliary. So they'll go from low, then they'll go to high, or direct, then they'll go to high in pretty much every gear. And that's just what I see going on. I skip around a little bit. But for the most part, I'm going to try to, with the exception of first gear, I'm going to try to run through all of them. Definitely second to fifth in my main gears. I'm going to be going through all of the auxiliary gears. Now let's start off a little slow here today. I'll get back to you when we're past this signal. Go directly from first to second.
Keep left. About 50 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Can't tell if those people are coming or not. It's always hard when they put up a barrier like that, but they'll come flying right through them. Yeah, only 375 horsepower, but we're making it happen. Let's go back down to low. It's too much on the ramp. Too much. And we delayed a little bit. Once you miss a gear like that, it's already too late to go back into it. Whoa. Something just happened. I just lost. Whoa. You know what? I think I know what it is. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my track IR. I think there's a little bit of light coming from behind me and it's throwing it off. I'm going to go ahead and fix that and I'll be right back. Okay, we got that figured out. I'll have to take care of that in the edit. But what was happening is my track IR and my monitor, they face a window. And usually I've got my blackout drapes just fine, but there was a little crack with light coming through it.
15 yards, exit right ahead.
Hear the Jake on this thing.
Exit right ahead.
Nice sound of Jake though. It's a little timid, but that's okay.
100 yards, turn right.
Probably more realistic than anything. Alright, get that Jake off. Yeah, anyway, that blackout drape, it was open just slightly and letting some light in, and it was messing with my track IR. Luckily, that's happened to me in the past, so I knew how to fix it. Is this going to be one of those videos where we end up hitting a lot of lights? We can at least see what's going on the outside. I have been testing more with the graphics. Everything had been fine for like, I want to say probably like 6 or 7 videos. Everything was going absolutely great. I went to get back into the Pister, and I had introduced the weather portion of PNG back in. Before that, I was rocking PNG base with weather 8K. Well, we can go all the way into third. Wow. No engine brakes, huh? We'll have to be mindful of that. And so what I did was I loaded up PNG weather, so I had both the base and the weather, and everything was running just fine. Then I got in the piston and went down to like 21 frames per second. So I threw in weather 8K instead of the weather portion of PNG, and it solved it. And it turns out there's actually no problem running PNG weather unless it's raining. So for me and my performance, I'm running a 3070 Ti with a 12th gen i7. For whatever reason, if it rains with weather 8K, I'm fine. But if I've got PNG weather and base and it rains and I'm in something like the FLX or the Pister, then it goes down to about 20 frames per second. So that is really the thing, that is the threshold for me. So what I've been doing is I've been testing everything with 100% rain so that I can guarantee that I can get a good test on it. And yeah, for whatever reason, PNG skies, if it's clear or even sunsets or anything, no problem whatsoever. But if you get PNG rain in there in a high detailed truck, that's when it falls apart. So I think what I'm going to do, now that I know that, is if I want to run in the rain, I'm going to throw in weather 8K. And if I don't want to run in the rain, I'm going to turn rain to 0% and leave PNG in there. Been getting some really good sunsets and sunrises with weather 8K. I don't know if I have a favorite between weather 8K and PNG in terms of looks. It's just really a performance thing for me. And I thought a 3070 Ti would have been enough, but apparently not. I know a lot of people are running 4000 series now. But the 4000 is much, much bigger, and I would have to probably redo my case, which means I would have to probably redo my motherboard, unless I can figure out a bigger case that would still work with it. Oh, 55. Let's get on that Jake. And we're losing a lot of grip because of the rain too, which is realistic. I like it. And we're going to keep it at 55. We're going uphill a little bit, so that'll pretty much keep us under control. We are running a little bit low on the RPM, so let's go back to 5 low. And we'll keep it about right here for this curve. See what we got up on the roof. That's weird. It's like it's seeing through it. That's not the greatest look. And those wheel wells, we can see through those too. Not the best look. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of 5th gear. We try to stay on the road. There we go. Even though it's small, that GPS there on the right there in the glove box, it's very easy to see. So I like that. Not washed out, good brightness on it. Up to 70 now. Let's see what she's got before we hit this curve, which is probably going to be a 55. So yeah, sorry about the skies. I've just been testing the rain so that I can confirm that was really what was killing me. makes for some drab skies, though. And it's not realistic, especially this time of year. Ooh, down to 50. We'll just let this hill help us bleed off that speed a little bit. So good visibility on the gauges in the truck, good visibility on the mirrors, and even running those hood mirrors, which are actually very useful. I'm not taking a frames per second hit. I am on medium quality overall with most of my mirror settings.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right.
Jake really does a good job.
Turn right.
There we go. Really slowed us down. That's good. Let me turn right here. I think we're probably clear to go. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and skip most of those. Once I get up to 3rd, 4th, and 5th, though, we're hitting all the auxiliaries. About 2 hours, 51 minutes left. We'll get some outside shots, what you can see because of the weather, and then I will be skipping ahead in the video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the truck, the trailer, the skins, anything like that. Drop them down in the comments below. Look how fast those clouds are moving. Wow. You know, they have a lot of these gates here that are, it's kind of good for realism with signs that say, hey, you know, if it's snowing or whatever, if it's closed, can't get through. It would be kind of cool. I don't know if it would actually translate if you had like snow or something and you were showing it, if that gate could come down or if that thing could flash. I mean, most of the time those signs are really close up to those gates, so it's probably just for a little bit of role play. Make it look a little bit more authentic, not that it would function properly, but that would be cool. Thoughts on that? About an hour 10 left. Sky's kind of opened up, but it's still raining just a little bit. That was a little bit too. So with this one, once we get up into 5th, we definitely need to use all of them, all the auxiliary gears. Losing a little speed going uphill a little bit here, but maintaining it pretty well. In my experience, at least in this game, because I'm not a real truck driver, I find that even if I've got a low horsepower engine, obviously the transmission matters quite a bit. But from what I can tell, just performance based on horsepower, Mack seems to have the best one where you can really... Oh, running out of fuel, huh? That will make it. Where if you get a little bit underpowered in my experience, like in a Cat, in a Cummins, it doesn't always work out that way. And maybe it has to do with the transmission, the way it's put together and everything. But Macks just seem to chug. They never get bogged down a whole lot, even on a lower horsepower like this one. And this, for this engine, which is 375 horsepower, that was the highest one that they had, actually, by Steele Productions. They had some, I believe, one was even a 285 horsepower engine. So maybe we could have tested that. I do a lot of testing with lower powered, lower horsepower engines just to see what they can do. Makes the videos run a little bit long, unfortunately. Go on our lowest setting. Jake, kind of keep us under control here. There we go, we'll turn it off. But we went a little bit on the high side. We got power to spare, even though it's 375. Shout out to Steele Productions. David, good job. Love the sound of this engine. And kind of one of my pet peeves is this one actually has stages. I know a lot of them from Slav Jerry have that too. Z-Mods as well. My one criticism for Serial Black, he makes some good engine sounds, but your Jakes don't have stages, not on all of them anyway. Kind of like to see that. We go full power? No, yeah, we'll go full power on it. As we're pulling in here to Sherwood Construction. Oh. Oh. Nice tire sound from Z-Mods. Oh, drifted in there. That was kind of cool. Wasn't expecting that. Where are we dropping off? Maybe back there, but I am a full brake here. Let's go ahead and hit the parking brake. Let me figure out what's going on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reverse. Oh, parking brake. My bad. And we'll get the four-ways on. Because we are going to end up going in over there to our right. Get these windows down too so we can hear anyone that's yelling at us. Haven't been to this drop off here, the Sherwood and Chadron. And these are hard to back up, just visibility wise, so I think we're just going to leave it right there. Might do this one from the outside. Oh, should have started turning. This will turn pretty quick though, because it's so short. We'll be able to get this straightened out. No problem. Kind of. Let me pull up a little bit. There we go. That's relatively straight. That'll work. Parking brake. We gotta get some fuel, man. Keep the four-ways on. Parking lights only. dive back into the truck. Get the windows up. Get the wipers off. I actually think turning my wipers off with this rotary encoder does work. There's something wrong with the being able to turn them on and go like increase. So that is the issue. Anyway, we're looking pretty good here. We'll get the engine off. Welcome to Chadron at this Sherwood construction, delivering these guardrails. I have a feeling we're probably going to be a little bit late because I was talking in the beginning. And yeah, thanks for coming along on the drive. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. If you enjoyed it, give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you haven't already so you can see all my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.